I knew I should have downloaded that. It didn't look like an article. I knew she didn't learn how to walk again using video games. Maybe if I just... Okay, there we go. Random wires always work. Hey, what's up guys? BebopVox here and welcome to the Vox of Gaming. Here to inform you about video games while I sit down on a couch and tell you about them. This way you can pretend like you know everything next time you talk to your friends about that game you've never heard of. I'm going to cover current news, some indie games, and a Kickstarter, so let's get right to it. First up, Cliffy B leaves Epic Games. Now after 20 years, he's been doing this since he was a teenager and is the main developer of Gears of War, so he is massively involved within all their production. So here at the Vox of Gaming, we want to wish you all the best on your future endeavors if you're really watching the show. But hey, you never know, he may Twitter us because now he just generally wants to bro out, as it were. Next up, some Battlefield 3 news that may affect you. DICE, what are you doing? Stop! Did somebody replace the DICE team again with evil clones and not tell anybody? Jeez! DICE are well known for their older games and making it a modder's paradise, no matter what kind of level of modding you like to do. Well, it seems like they did a 180 on that as recently with Battlefield 3. Permabans for anybody who uses a color grading mod. This is a perfect example of it, basically getting rid of that annoying blue tint. Generally just making the game look more natural. That's all this mod does is change how it looks. Battlefield 3 gameplay designer Gustav Halling even tweeted saying that he finds the game change too colorful and doesn't recommend it if you want a permanent ban. FYI, this is a warning, and this tweet has been removed since then. Okay, now you know it's bad when your own personal Twitter account that you say isn't associated whatsoever with that game development company, it got a tweet taken down. A tweet taken down for an opinion. So what do you guys think of this? Do you think any kind of mod on Battlefield 3 whatsoever should be permanently banned, or do you guys think they should welcome them with open arms? Mass Effect 3 news, we have a new DLC that was announced, and it is a huge one. If you felt like the Cerberus weren't enough for you, you laughed as the Geth struggled to overwhelm you. And generally you found the Reapers to be a passive distraction. Well, then it's your own fault that on October 9th there's going to be a whole new horde that will destroy you. No, not that kind of horde, the evil kind. BioWare just announced that the new Mass Effect 3 DLC coming out called Retaliation will bring that to you. This DLC will give you a new faction to fight against. Well, actually the ones from Mass Effect 2, the Collection. Be prepared to fight against a whole plethora of characters, such as the Collector's Praetorian, the Trooper, the Captain, the Scion, and the Abomination. Now, don't worry though, because they won't put you against them just with nothing. They're gonna give you all new class kits, hazard maps, new weapons, and a brand new multiplayer system. Whoa! Since when did BioWare get so busy? You guys, you shouldn't have. And some quickie news, it looks like SimCity, the main producer, Stone LeBrand, has a new video all about actual gameplay footage. This is refined gameplay now. Usually we see a lot of rough stuff about their engines and everything else, but now we actually get to see how the game's going to look. We did play this at Gamescom, and I gotta say, cannot wait for this. Now, he did also express that the game is all about open-endedness, so you can do whatever you want. I want you guys to go ahead and comment below now, though, what was your favorite Sim game? Gonna have to say Sim Tower or Sim Ant. I don't know why. Always got me. A mod spotlight this time. In this one, I gotta talk about Left 4 Dead. If you guys ever watched Shaun of the Dead, Simon Pegg, who's the main actor who plays Shaun, recently found out about a mod that actually puts the Winchester, the pub that's in the movie, actually in the game. Now, when Simon Pegg found out about this, he said that on Twitter, he's gonna get in touch with people at Universal and seeing what they can do about making it official in Left 4 Dead. Oh, does this mean we're never gonna have Cabin in the Woods in Left 4 Dead? Now, even though this may never happen, it's very cool to see people being involved like this on Twitter. That's why I love it so much, so be sure to go on it. Come on, it took me a while to get started on Twitter, but to have people interact so easily like this and just say, I like this idea, let's make it happen. And thus, you may one day have the Winchester in Left 4 Dead. Next up, the end of gaming. Well, this is just one of those things that are like the steps as everything goes downhill. Okay, ET has teamed up with Farmville, or something like that, or at least some kind of dystopian alien version of it. Now, this is coinciding with the anniversary edition of the release of E.T., once again by Universal, but now they're working with Concilio Cherlingo, yeah, I think that's it, to extend the lore out in which he, you know, does things like work on a farm. Okay, I know what you're thinking, but admittedly, they're kind of getting this from somewhere. At the very end of E.T., he was taking a plant back to his home world so they could sustain life and everybody could live and be happy. and then join Facebook and Farmville. Now this is gonna launch on Tuesday if you want to get this iOS app, so have fun with that. And then 3 hours later, I'll see you because you've been addicted. Next up, time to talk about this new game called The Green Party of Orcs and Man. Oh my god, this looks so great. Sneaky goblins, hulking orcs, slashing, stabbing. Oh my god, this game seems to have it all when it comes to the orc lore. You know, which is generally just murdering everything you see. But what's even more funny when you watch this video, it seems like a buddy cop movie, but of orcs. So basically, they work off each other's weaknesses and strengths. So you have Styx here, who's more like a ninja and slashes throats. Meanwhile, you have Arkil here, who is a big hulking beast, and you switch out and then just destroy everything with armor. Now this was kind of under the radar, but it's going to drop next week on 360, PlayStation, and PC. Cannot wait for it. Alright guys, time for your glitch of the day now. I honestly don't even, it's like a montage of glitches. It's all wrestling. Why do you have so many glitches? Alright, indie news time to show you a game that you may have not seen yet. Now if you're a fan of space games, seems like that's the theme this week, all space games. Now this is actually a top-down shooter. And this is an awesome little game because you have a wide variety of upgradable parts. On land you can play up to 16 people, and the best part is though they at least gave you a demo. More games need to do that. But the best part is this is already over at Steam Greenlight, so if you guys want to vote for it and have it be sold on Steam, there you go. Kickstarter time. If you guys ever wanted to help out a developer make a game that you wanted, well then check this one out. If you love sieging, love defending, love kind of gathering resources, and you know what, kind of like an RTS of Minecraft, this is your game. This is called Timber and Stone, as you control all these little units around here. Now, it takes a lot of emphasis also on Age of Empire, kind of mixed with Minecraft. Not to mention it also has a very simplistic look and not going too much over the top, but adding a lot of content within it. Now, they do need $50,000 and they have 22 days left to go, but they're only at $3,000 right now. Now, if this game does get funded, I think I need to make a new show called Timber Tuesday. Yeah, that's it. Get the internet on the phone. We're gonna be rich. Alright guys, time for your community question now, where I hear from you and I want to know, what are you kickstarting? It doesn't even have to be a game. Oculus Rift. Okay, not technology. Maybe it's like a bee thing where you're helping bees and stuff. There's all kinds of things. But I want to know, what are you guys being involved with and helping? Go ahead and comment below, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow and throughout the week. Alright guys, I am BebopVox, and I will see you in game. Alright, shut the... I think that was a pretty good show. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Oh shit!
Fucking Windows 98!